how's it everyone? This is Joyce. You can call me Jay if you'd like, and welcome to another sketchbook tour. I actually filmed and uploaded this once before already, but I realized I was flipping the pages too quickly and talking probably too much somehow. I went on more rambles than the previous video, but anyway, let's just go right into the sketchbook. This is my fifth one. I keep forgetting to write the date that I finished it. I'm pretty sure it was sometime last month. Started June 19th, so I've had this with me for a while. Went through a lot of ups and downs with this sketchbook. So the beginning of the sketchbook was back when I was still frequently doing requests for people in Michaela's server, Discord server. So you'll see a bunch of them here. That one is Cactopus Dabbing with Cuteness. I should lift this so it's not in shadow. But anyway, yeah. And these are the first, I guess, sketches of Maple, my second D&D character. You've seen her in a couple of ish book tours, I think. Sadness. More Maple. Cuteness, covering? Comforting sadness. I don't remember if this was a request or not. I might have just drawn it because I thought it would be cute. This isn't one of the Octo Kids. My little sister Gabby saw this drawing and she asked if I would draw a version of her as an Octo Kid. She's not been integrated into the family officially, but there's her if she was an Octo Kid. Here at this point, there's a date. I had gone to watch a movie with my ex because we reconnected as friends, I guess. And this isn't the movie that we watched, but it was the ticket that I had, so I don't know, I drew it because this is the sketchbook where I kind of try art journaling, sort of, by sticking random stuff in after going to hang out with people. This and the following page are sketch ideas for a webcomic that my friend and I want to do. Those are 4 of the official Octo Kids. Again, about the art journaling thing, I used to bowl in high school, both in the school league and junior league. Not that I was really that great, but that's a whole other video to talk about and ramble on. But I lost most of these tags, so I stuck this one in here because I know I'm pretty much always going to keep my sketchbooks, so I will at least always have this one. This, I was really happy when I finished this. Because I was still trying to figure out how markers work, and it turned out surprisingly well. So I'm very happy with this, and also good friends. Here, okay, in the last sketchbook tour, I mentioned how I had a crush on someone, and you'd definitely be seeing them in the sketchbook. Well, I no longer have a crush on that person, and it's all cool. We're cool with each other. We're still friends. Just, you know, feels. You can't force feels. That was so vague, but my brain has been lagging all day today. Basically, I confessed a while ago. You'll see a little tiny dorky comment somewhere in here. This is Gallo because two friends and I and one of their friends we went out to watch the Promare Redux, and so I was inspired to draw Promare again. But yeah, that's the comic that I was talking about. It was black and white originally, but I wanted to add some color to it. Basically what happened was I confessed. They said, hey, you're pretty cool, but we don't know each other that well yet, which was fair. So I was like, that's all right. I wasn't really even expecting an answer. And friendship is cool too, like friendship either beforehand or all throughout, is either way is cool. So yeah. This was before I watched that one episode where, spoilers, they actually do switch Kwamis. This started out as warm-up sketches for the day, but it was fun and it was a chance to practice using markers, so I stuck with it. Somebody please help Weepex. This was for day 5 of Inktober. The first couple of days of Inktober, I was actually dating them as September drawings. I don't know. I'm not the sharpest tool in the shed. At this point, I'm very literally inspired by environment, things, what's around me. For a while we went, my family, my mom, sisters, and I would go to the beach every week, like Tuesday or Friday. So I got the chance to draw bathing suits and stuff. Art is hard. Sorry I'm being kind of soft sounding, as opposed to the loudness when I was in my other room with the fan and stuff. But it is like 2 o'clock in the morning and I'm the only one that's up. Okay, at this point, I got 2 ear infections. I got them on both of my ears, so suffice it to say, my head was in pain. and it didn't help even with the medication, because my medication just made my head all numb and made me feel really, really weary all the time, and I just wanted to sleep through it all. And the only thing that really helped was listening to Michaela and Ethan's gaming streams, and at the time I think they were playing Wander Song, so that was really helpful. I didn't really say why my head was in pain at the time, but yeah, that's why. I really didn't like it. But thankfully, I felt better by the time it was Halloween night, so I could accompany my little sisters to go trick-or-treating, because they really wanted to. And I got to pet doggos! Okay, so this was before the premiere of season 3 of The Dragon Prince, and this was pretty much directly afterward. I won't say anything in case you haven't seen season 3 yet. You absolutely should. It was a great season. Season 2 was definitely better paced, but I love how they went with Soren's character arc. It was just, I love my boy. Oh, okay, so the last request I got before I stopped actively taking requests on the server was this little hug drawing thing, and this is the page where I was practicing everyone's characters, so I didn't mess up when I actually sketched us hugging. But drawing people hugging is hard, you know, like that's difficult. Like trying to figure out the composition, this is a thing. I was trying to figure it out, whether it would be kind of like a conga line hug, or if it would be from the side like this. I really didn't know. Plus this is 5x8 paper. The one I'm drawing on now is like 7x10, I think. I don't think it's 9x12, that's pretty large, but I think it's 7x10. So it's easier to figure things out and how to fit people without it being too smushed. But then again, I'm still not that creative with composition yet, but I'm working on it. And I actually just got back into trying to draw this request, so I don't know. I'm hoping I can do it, because I've made them wait long enough. This is before Christmas. I'm so sorry, guys. This is my comfort character, who is based off a stuffed animal I used to have as a kid. It was actually my favorite stuffed animal. Basically what it was a little squeaker toy. Like the squeaker was in his stomach, and he was a half yellow, half pink bunny. This is my Ventosi, Astrid. Yeah, I drew her. I drew her. At this point, Alexis had mentioned Brass and Sass on the Discord server, so I got really into it. It's a good story. I'm really loving it so far. I absolutely messed up here. That's why it's covered in gouache. I should have covered this drawing too. But anyway, Sharpie doodles on gouache. Deirdre, I got grayscale markers to help practice with values and shading. I got really ambitious with this drawing, that's why it's not finished. I'm not going to finish it, but there are a couple of my characters. Astrid, my Ventosi, that you not just met. Gogurt's the one you most recently met. Casey and Berend, and Mel and Lee. And little Dottie in the corner. This is a whole messy spread. This is with like maybe 10 pages left in the sketchbook, maybe a couple more. But this is just when I finally figured out the cover. This is on Christmas. Yeah, so this is when I finally figured out what I wanted to draw on the cover. Even after I figured it out, I didn't actually draw the cover till much later. This is a ticket for Detective Pikachu, which I watched back up in Vegas with my brother and sister-in-law. That's a note thing that I had. I'm not seeing one yet anyway. I don't know. I kind of feel like I do, but then that's extra money to ask for my family to spend on me. So I'm waiting on it. I'm not in the worst mental state, but you know, I do still need help. Eventually. Okay, so the date on this is Christmas. This is the day after Christmas. So what happened was, for online friends, some of them anyway, I sent them a picture of a drawing that I did for them because, you know, I can't actually give them physical gifts. So somebody sent me a drawing. I haven't sent this drawing to that friend yet. Sorry, because I don't know how to not awkwardly send this and not come off as kind of show-offy. Words are difficult, but I really wanted to redraw it because it helped remind me of why I started drawing in the first place, back when it was mostly warrior cats that I drew. I think Warrior Cats, Dragon Ball Z, and Homestuck were the main things that I drew back then. And it was to see characters and ideas come to life in a sort of way. And just the way that it was composed, like it's characters coming out of a pencil and like a kind of world vortex thing. And it was really cool, and I really appreciated it. And I don't know, this video may be the only way you see this. If you watch the video, friend, maybe I'll send it to you, maybe not, I don't know. But thank you again for the original drawing. Epithet erased. Soup Boy is best boy. This drawing was for a Secret Santa gift for a user on Instagram that was practicing her character and Ike. That's Trevor Belmont from the Castlevania Netflix adaptation. Yeah. Here is where I think I first start getting hints of, goodness, I don't know what I'm doing with my drawings and stuff. Kind of slowly slipping into an art block, I guess. This is where I'm kind of stuck in it because it was New Year. I drew a new Meet the Artist, but I'm gonna redo it properly for my birthday, as I've come to now usually do. You can pause the video here and read it if you want to. I am going to be redoing it though. Trying to figure things out. The route of kind of where I wanted my art style to go obviously didn't happen. Another example of it. This was actually a little doodle to help out, to help cheer somebody up. Oh yeah, so I don't know if any of you watch Red versus Blue, and if you have, how far you've gotten into it, but spoiler alert for the next couple of seconds. In Red versus Blue, there's an AI called Alpha, and there are the other AIs are different fragments of him, I guess, or his memory. And I kind of wanted to take that idea with my comic characters, not the one I'm doing with my friend, just the comic idea that I have. And Emmy is my false confidence. She's my less show. I'm so sorry, words are hard. She's my less shown state of mind usually, where I self-doubt myself and I self-sabotage. That's her. And Alu is more of my friendliness and protectiveness of friends. My different characters have different parts of me, I guess, and that's not uncommon to happen in characters, but like I've assigned specific different parts, like with Alpha and the fragments. Yeah, you get it, right? You get it. And I hung out with a friend, bus pass, lunch receipt, testing out my fine liners with marker, and then watercolor, and then Posca paint pen, white gel pen, and then I think this is a normal water-based marker. Yep. Olu and Aaron. Aaron is based off my work ethic. He's basically my work ethic. Trying to mix colors, figure them out. These two lines basically just say I am trash, and the literal translation for this is my head is bad, which is like I'm dumb. But I'm sorry. One of my resolutions is to be nicer to myself, so I've asked my friends to kind of call me out on it when I do this, and you know, to just basically get me to stop. Yeah, this. This is the point where I kind of just want to be done with the sketchbook because it's almost finished, but I'm not quite there. I went out to hang out with a friend I haven't hung out with in like a year and a half, 2 years maybe, and I was growing very concerned because if you can see in that corner, he has developed many allergies, most of which are unfortunate, because that is like every good thing in the food aspect of the world. And I've been discovering my own allergies, but mine are like environment based and I have no idea what sets them off yet. But at least I can take Benadryl for it most of the time. But he is also allergic to Benadryl, which is extremely unfortunate. So I don't know how he's still alive, but I'm grateful he is. He's a good friend. I'm very concerned. Which, by the way, seems to be my most constant state of mind at this point with how my friends are. I'm just in constant concern. So for Christmas last year, I ordered some pictures off of Free Prints, which is basically you get 100 free photos printed. You just have to pay shipping. 100 free photos each month. And I had ordered these to arrive in time for Christmas for two of my friends that I can actually, you know, physically hang out with and give actual gifts. But they didn't arrive in time, so with the pictures, they sent a gift card for one of these things. But I actually have a wallet phone case because I prefer that. It's convenient and easy to carry, so that's what I have. So I haven't used the gift card yet. I'm probably gonna give it to a friend or my mom, I don't know, a little mini form panel comic. This was trying to plan it out. This is the actual execution. So this page, okay. This spread, basically, this is in a not order, people that I've had feelings for over time, in life. They're in no particular order. 75% of all of them knew that I liked them at some point or another, because I'm pretty sure I mentioned it in my previous sketchbook tour. I will pretty much most of the time tell a crush that I like them if I like them enough. So yeah, they're in no particular order, even with like the swirly red string thing. At the moment, I don't like anyone. This was drawn right before this, like the day before that, but I currently don't like anyone. I don't know, it's just, I have a lot of feelings pretty much at all times, and I have a little bit of love for like every person that I come across. So sometimes I get mixed up with whether I just really admire someone as a friend or if I actually like them, which is why I said in my previous sketchbook tour, I have to think a lot about it before I actually come to the decision to confess to someone. So yeah, I thought I liked someone right after I finally got over that previous crush, and no, it was just, feelings. They're wild, yo, they're whack. Yep. I'm scared to draw myself sick now, because every time I've drawn myself sick so far, I actually became sick. So I'm not gonna do that anymore. Unless I'm already sick, I'm just not gonna try it. I'm not gonna test it. Because every time I've done that, I've gotten sick within the 24 hours that I drew myself being sick. This was supposed to be a Shinx Evolution line spread, but I never got around to drawing Luxray, so that's a big sad big F. Almost done with the sketchbook. Here I got a new gouache set because my old gouache set was getting all funky and drying up on me, so I tried practicing with it, but I'm so used to watercolors, so I have a new sketchbook that's just dedicated to gouache painting so I can try to figure it out. It's a slow process. Watercolor is definitely a whole lot easier for me. Here I was trying to redraw a drawing, one of the first drawings, maybe like third drawing that I ever did for Michaela and Ethan. That's Clementine's hat from the Walking Dead video game series, by the way. Anyway, this is the redrawing with an updated Soren and Claudia. They're having a pretty bad time. These are, I guess, sketches of different uniforms I've worn for school over the years. They've had a habit of changing up on us. And this is just a name tag I got from when I visited my old high school with two friends. 2-3 friends. But yeah, we visited and we have to get name tags now. Before we just had to like sign in or just drop by. Now we have to actually get name tags, which is fine. It makes sense with the rising need for better security in places. We always say that it won't happen here. You know what I mean by it. But you know, safety, it's important. Lives are potentially at stake, so I get it. Last page, my page of swatches, as usual. And then this is Willis from a D&D campaign. And Foosh yoked him. I think she meant to say yoked, probably, but I yoked him. She yoked him. Guys, can you believe it? What's funny is I drew the back cover long before I ever drew the front cover. But anyways, Cactopus is a pretty easy, fun character to draw. So yeah, I did this a long while ago. But thank you for flipping through with me again for another sketchbook tour. I really do appreciate it. Links to my other social media and for the Strathmore Vision Mixed Media on Amazon will be in the description below. Here's a sneak peek to my quote current sketchbook. I say quote because I'm currently using technically 4. This is my main sketchbook, sort of. It's where I'm using watercolor. This is where I plan out sketches because it's just, you know, normal sketch paper. That. And this is that other sketchbook that I mentioned, the one for gouache. This is the first page for it. Not gonna spoil too much of it because I think I'm gonna do a separate tour for this one. Different nicknames I've collected over the years. Too many. And my other sketchbook. Yeah, I'm using 4 at a time. I don't know what I'm doing with myself, but I have that in here. Take that information as you will, but sorry for getting sidetracked all the time. I really do thank you guys so much. Thank you for sticking around and watching the sketchbook tour again. Take care.